Hook. What if everything you thought you knew about the future Queen of Spain was only half the story? Behind the polished smiles, royal waves, and carefully curated public appearances lies a world of pressure, sacrifice, secrecy, and emotional battles that few people ever get to see. Today, we uncover what they don't want you to know about, a story that will completely change the way you see royalty. Stay with us till the end, because some of the revelations might surprise you. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video so you never miss powerful royal stories like this one. What they don't want you to know about Princess Leonor of Spain. The burden of being born royal. Princess Leonor did not choose the life she was born into. From the very moment she took her first breath, her destiny was already written. Unlike most children, whose futures are open and full of choices, Leonor's path was carefully mapped out long before she could even speak. As the firstborn daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, Leonor became heir to the Spanish throne at a very young age. This single fact transformed her childhood into something entirely different from that of any ordinary child. Every step she takes, every word she speaks, and every decision she makes is monitored, analyzed, and judged. What many people don't realize is that being a royal heir is not just a privilege, it is an immense psychological weight. From a very early age, Leonor was taught that her life does not fully belong to her. Her dreams, personal wishes, and even friendships must always come second to duty. Imagine growing up knowing that your mistakes won't just affect you, but an entire nation. This pressure is something most adults struggle to handle, yet Leonor has been carrying it since childhood. A childhood without freedom. One of the most heartbreaking secrets about Princess Leonor is how little freedom she truly has. While other children enjoyed carefree days, playing with friends, going to birthday parties, or exploring the world without worry, Leonor's life followed strict protocols. Every outing required security clearance. Every interaction was supervised. Every photo was carefully approved. Even her friendships were carefully filtered. Not everyone could be close to the future queen. Trust was a rare luxury, and privacy was almost non-existent. Leonor could not simply walk into a shop, hang out at a mall, or attend school like a regular teenager. Her movements were planned, guarded, and controlled. Even during family vacations, security surrounded her at all times. This isolation created a very unique emotional environment. While she was never alone, she often lacked genuine personal space. Psychologists agree that children need freedom to explore, make mistakes, and learn independently. Leonor had to grow up without many of these experiences. Behind the palace walls, she lived a carefully choreographed life, elegant on the outside, but deeply restricted on the inside. The ruthless training of a future queen. Another truth rarely discussed is just how brutal Leonor's training really is. From an early age, she was placed under an intense educational and developmental program designed to shape her into the perfect monarch. Her schedule is far more demanding than that of most adults. Her days are packed with advanced academic studies, diplomatic training, military education, constitutional law lessons, public speaking coaching, emotional discipline training. This is not just school, it is lifelong preparation for power. Every subject is designed to mold her thinking, behavior, and personality to fit royal expectations. She must learn multiple languages fluently, understand complex political systems, and master the art of diplomacy. But perhaps the most difficult lesson is emotional control. Leonor is trained to remain calm, composed, and neutral at all times. She cannot openly express anger, sadness, or frustration. Her emotions must always be hidden behind grace and restraint. This constant emotional suppression can be extremely challenging, especially for a young person still discovering her identity. The military training nobody talks about. One of the most intense chapters of Leonor's life is her military training, a requirement for Spain's future monarch. Many royal fans were shocked when she entered rigorous military academies, undergoing physically and mentally demanding exercises. Her training includes long-distance marches, weapons handling, survival training, tactical exercises, strict discipline. She trains alongside cadets who often forget she is a princess, and that is exactly how it's meant to be. There are no privileges in military training. Leonor must endure the same hardships, exhaustion, and pressure as everyone else. This experience is meant to strengthen her leadership, resilience, and endurance. But behind the scenes, it pushes her limits to extremes few teenagers ever face. Cold mornings, physical pain, emotional stress, and relentless discipline have become part of her daily routine. This is not the fairy tale life people imagine when they think of royalty. The loneliness of the crown. Despite being surrounded by people, Princess Leonor often lives in deep emotional solitude. True friendship is rare, trust is complicated, romance is heavily restricted. Every relationship she forms is analyzed for political implications. Even simple friendships can become controversial if they raise questions about loyalty, influence, or security. This constant scrutiny can make emotional connection difficult. Many royal heirs struggle with loneliness, and Leonor is no exception. She cannot freely choose who to trust, who to love, or who to confide in. Every bond must pass through layers of royal approval. As a result, emotional isolation becomes a silent companion, one rarely visible to the public eye. The pressure to be perfect. Princess Leonor lives under a microscope. Every outfit she wears, every speech she delivers, every facial expression she makes is analyzed by millions of people worldwide. Social media amplifies this pressure, turning even the smallest gesture into a global headline. A single misstep can spark controversy. She is expected to always speak perfectly, always behave impeccably, always look composed, always represent Spain flawlessly. This impossible standard leaves no room for normal teenage mistakes. Most teenagers experiment, rebel, and learn through failure. Leonor cannot afford any of that. Her growth must be invisible, flawless, and controlled. Behind her calm demeanor is a young woman carrying expectations heavy enough to break even the strongest spirits. The hidden mental struggles. Mental health within royal families is often kept secret, but experts agree that royal heirs face extraordinary psychological challenges. Leonor lives under continuous surveillance, pressure, and emotional restraint. The weight of future leadership, combined with public scrutiny, creates an intense psychological burden. While the palace presents an image of strength and stability, behind the scenes, emotional struggles can be profound. Anxiety, fear of failure, identity conflict, and emotional exhaustion are common challenges among royal heirs. Leonor must constantly balance who she truly is with who she is expected to become. This inner conflict, between personal identity and royal duty, can be deeply exhausting. A life scripted by tradition. Royal tradition dictates nearly every aspect of Leonor's life. From her education to her future marriage, centuries-old customs shape her path. Her personal dreams often take second place to monarchy obligations. Even her romantic life will one day be influenced by political, diplomatic, and national considerations. Unlike most young women, she cannot simply fall in love freely. Her future partner will carry political and symbolic significance, making love a matter of state. This reality turns personal happiness into a complex royal negotiation. The silent sacrifice of family life. Another hidden truth is how royal duty affects family relationships. Leonor's parents love her deeply, but their roles as monarchs mean that emotional warmth often competes with formal responsibility. Family moments are scheduled. Private conversations are monitored. Even casual interactions are shaped by royal expectations. This structured emotional environment can limit spontaneous family bonding. While the royal household values unity, the emotional dynamics differ greatly from ordinary families. Leonor must constantly shift between being a daughter and being a future queen. The heavy shadow of history. Spain's monarchy carries centuries of complex history, triumphs, controversies, and political tensions. Leonor inherits not just a crown, but an entire historical legacy. Every action she takes is compared to past monarchs. Every decision is weighed against tradition. She must honor history while modernizing the monarchy, a difficult balancing act. This pressure to respect the past while shaping the future adds yet another layer of complexity to her life. The global spotlight. Princess Leonor is not only Spain's future queen, she is a global figure. International media closely tracks her life, comparing her to other royal heirs worldwide. This constant comparison intensifies public expectations and competition. Every milestone in her life becomes global news. She does not grow up quietly, she grows up in front of the world. The fear of failing a nation. Perhaps the greatest secret burden Leonor carries is the fear of disappointing her country. She knows millions of people place their hopes in her leadership. The idea of failure is not personal, it is national. This immense responsibility can be emotionally overwhelming, especially for someone so young. She is expected to represent unity, stability, and continuity for Spain. That is a heavy crown to wear. A quiet strength few understand. Despite all these pressures, Princess Leonor continues to demonstrate remarkable resilience, maturity, and dedication. Her composure, intelligence, and discipline reflect years of intense preparation. Behind the scenes, she fights silent battles most of us will never experience. Her strength lies not just in her royal bloodline, but in her emotional endurance. The future that awaits her. Leonor's journey is only beginning. As she grows older, her responsibilities will increase, her public role will expand, and the expectations placed upon her will intensify. She will face political challenges, social transformation, and cultural shifts that will shape her reign. Her life will never truly belong to her, it belongs to Spain. Yet within these constraints, she continues to grow, learn, and adapt. Her story is not just one of royalty, it is a story of sacrifice, strength, and destiny. Final thoughts. Princess Leonor's life is far more complex than royal glamour suggests. Behind the elegance lies sacrifice. Behind the smiles lies pressure. Behind the crown lies a young woman navigating an extraordinary destiny. Understanding her struggles allows us to see her not just as a princess, but as a human being shaped by extraordinary circumstances. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden life of Princess Leonor, don't forget to right finger subscribe, thumbs up like, speech balloon comment your thoughts. Repeat button share this video with others who love royal stories. Your support helps us bring you more exclusive and powerful royal content. Let us know in the comments, what surprised you the most about Princess Leonor's life. Stay tuned for more fascinating royal revelations. Crown sparkles.